Jill Malik. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit that sub button and the notification bell to be notified when I do go live. All right, y'all. We got Bobbie in the building, y'all. This is great. Thank you, Bobbie, so much for coming up here. We happy to be interviewing you about the situation. We seen your post that you posted. Man, we want to get into it. So y'all give a warm welcome hand to Bobbie, aka Taylor's twin, aka Taylor's sister. Y'all give a warm welcome hand. But
Well, to do it anyway because a lot of people are like misconstruing a lot of things, like a lot. So
okay. So welcome, Bobbie. You look beautiful too, by the way. Even though I know you've been working all day, probably working hard. Shout out to the hard working people, but you still look beautiful. You hear me? Now, I'm gonna get into these Chance questions because I know you and Chance really don't see eye to eye, and y'all haven't been ever seeing eye to eye. Now, what was your first impression?
my first impression of Chance,
Mm-hmm.
um, well, so when Taylor and Chance like first got together, whenever like they started their phone calls and everything, I just kind of thought that he was like really like it seemed almost controlling because every time we was having girls' day and stuff, like he made her stay on the phone the whole time. Like
Oh,
she was like, okay, well I want to hang up, we can talk later, and he's like, nope, not gonna happen. Like you're staying on the phone with me. So after he got out, literally she was not allowed to talk to any of her friends. She
wow.
wasn't allowed to hang out with any of her friends, her female friends, or any of that. So just from like the phone calls, I kind of already like knew what type of person he was.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know he was that controlling. But now, how does Taylor's kids feel about Chance?
Um, I don't know. I think that they actually liked Chance. I know the little ones did. I don't know so much if Sophia really did or not, the older one, but she's always in her own little world. So
Yeah.
she doesn't really care about much anyway. She just does her own thing. She could care less if he was around or if he wasn't around. But I think the younger ones liked him.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Now, see, let's get into more of the rumor situation and what we saw on the show when you and Taylor was talking, and Taylor was telling you about Chance talking to some type of guy or something like that, some type of man that's known in the town. Now, do you believe that Chance had been messing with man prior to Taylor?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that if he got out and he was talking to a man, I don't think that that just started. There's no way that he was like, "This is gonna be the first guy I talk to." There ain't no way. Like
Yeah,
you just out of nowhere, you just started talking to this man, but you've never talked to a man before. I think that possibly, but I
have,
can't be sure if he has or not because I wasn't there. So I don't
yeah.
want to say yeah he was or no he wasn't, and I don't know. So
That's a fair answer. Now, what do you think about Chance's crime spree? Since we still talking about him, since this mostly is about him and that girl and Taylor. What do you think about his crime spree that he's been on for the past couple months?
I think he's an idiot, and it didn't just start like in the past few months. Like it was probably like I want to say, oh shit, sorry. Uh, I want to say it was probably like a month he was out, and or maybe a couple months he was out. I don't remember exactly when. When he got out, he was driving drunk and hit our neighbor's shed and tore the whole shed down. Like tore the whole thing down. And then I guess he really hasn't been on much until recently. Um, but I don't know really what gotten into him.
Okay. So it just seemed like he's been doing a lot of more stuff besides just the accident and on the run from that, still in the car, all that. He tore down a neighbor's shed, drunk
He's
driving.
Yeah, well, he's literally wrecked every car that he has driven since he's been out.
Wow, that's crazy. Now, when did Taylor? Now let's talk about your post. Let's dive more into that. When did Taylor and Alicia first start getting along, and how Alyssa, yeah. When did they first start getting along, and how did that all come about? Like, what happened there?
Um, so I guess when Taylor and Chance first broke up, he had left and went to go be with Alyssa, and I guess they were staying in some vacos or something in hotels and staying in the truck and stuff. I, hold on just a second. Hold on just a second.
Yeah, thank you, Auntie Amanda. Everybody hit the thumbs up, please. That'd be greatly appreciated. And subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and make sure you can join the membership if you want to. I haven't seen it yet, you guys, but you guys can join the membership and do all that good stuff. Hope all y'all doing well tonight. It's late. I know it's late in some of y'all cities or town or wherever y'all at. It's a little bit late. But we gonna dive into it.
Right, sorry, I put my dog up. Well, I had to put the thing on him so he don't get up.
Okay. Okay. So we was talking about how did that come along with the relationship with Alyssa and Taylor. I'm tripping. I got brain fart.
So when parents broke up, parents had left to be with Alyssa, and they were staying in everything. And then stop. And then Remy, quit. And then whenever he was doing those crime sprees and everything, getting into accidents and stuff, and stop. Get up here. Come on. And he finally like went to jail. He had gotten bonded out, and in order, the conditions of his bond was house arrest.
Yeah.
So he was paroled to Taylor's house. So I mean, he didn't really have a choice. He had to be there. Um, and he brought her with he brought her with him.
Mm.
And Taylor felt bad, I guess, because they didn't have nowhere to go for like Christmas and stuff. So Taylor let them come over for Christmas. I guess because my sister, she does have a good heart. She really
Yeah.
does have, and she feels bad and everything. And she doesn't really like drama, and she doesn't really like um com- whatever the word is, confrontation, whatever, confliction, I don't know.
She's
But
non-confrontational.
she, yeah. So, she let it happen. What? Come on. So she just kind of let it happen. And then he had ended up going to where he's at, and she stayed there because I guess she didn't have nowhere to go. But I mean, I get it. You know, Taylor, needed to go back to work and everything. So in order for her to do that, she has to have somebody to watch her baby because my dad and his girlfriend are there, but they don't even want to watch them. They don't want to help her with anything. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, I wouldn't either. There ain't no way in hell that I would ever have my ex's girlfriend, let alone my ex living with me, but his girlfriend too. That I w- and I've told Taylor that, like, I think that you're wrong. I say you're way better than me because I could never have that happen. Uh, but I mean, I guess they get along for the most part. So
So it's never really been no problems between that girl Chance or Taylor. It's that's
no, they've never really had problems with each other. Um, I mean, they seem like they're like best friends.
wow.
Yeah.
Now, were you aware of Chance drug use allegedly? Is that true, or is he really on drugs? Like, because people are saying, I think, I don't know. A lot of people saying that. If I'm not mistaken, I could have swore I heard Taylor say that somewhere too, as
I
well.
know for sure if he was because like I wasn't around like that. But
Yeah.
the time that I did come visit him, or not visit him because like I was visiting my sister, mainly my dog, and my nieces and my nephew, but he would like ask me, "Can you give me something? Do you know anybody that has that?" Like, no, I don't. But he would
Mm.
ask me. Then he would be like, "I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding." No, you weren't kidding. Uh, but
He was looking for some drugs.
Kathy, it may that's what I heard. If you watch the kids, then why did Taylor tell me that Alyssa is the one watching the kids? And then whenever I went over there yesterday, we got there at like 10 o'clock yesterday. And when we got there, she was on the phone with Chance. Alyssa was on the phone with Chance, and he was like, "Who's there?" And Alyssa told him it was me and my boyfriend. And she was like, or Chance was like, "Why are they there? What's going on?" And he was like, "You know where I'm at. Come pick me up." Like he immediately wanted us to go get him because he does not trust Alyssa with around other guys, I guess. And I don't know. I guess he wanted, I don't know what he wanted, but he didn't want us to be there. And he made that very clear.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So now, was it what you wrote on Facebook Messenger when you put that out? It was true, correct?
Which part? Yeah, yeah, it was true. Because okay, so this is what happened. So yesterday, okay, so I'll just start from the very very beginning.
Okay.
So okay, so me and my boyfriend been together for like a year now.
Mm-hmm.
Like a couple months over a year. The first 6 months, I didn't live with him. I moved in with him like 6 months after, and I asked my sister to keep my dog because I couldn't have my dog there. And if I stay with my sister, I couldn't work because I didn't have a ride back and forth to work.
Yeah.
So left my dog there and got a job. And my dog has been there, you know, and people keep saying, well, Bobbie didn't help with their dog or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I did. I cashed out my sister money for food for her. I brought her food. I brought her toys. I brought her treats, everything every time I came to visit her, you know. I wouldn't just leave my dog there and not like pay any attention to her. I came and saw her often when I could. Um, and so she had ended up, the neighbors had ended up calling the cops over and over and over again, uh, because the dogs were running around loose, chasing after people, barking at people. It wasn't just my dog; it was all of them. All of the dogs that she had over there were, I guess, bothering. So, um, the cop was like, "She needs to leave, or if we get another call about her, then we're gonna take her."
Yeah.
So where me and my dude were staying at, we're not allowed to have pets. So I was like, okay, fuck it. We're gonna leave where we're at. We're gonna go get her, and we're gonna go get in a hotel room. because I'm not gonna let my dog. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, you would choose to be homeless over a dog? Yes, the fuck I would, because I've had Remy for a very long time, and she helped me at like my lowest point when I was depressed and I was going through a lot. Like the only thing that made me happy was her. She's not just a dog to me. She's like she's family. She's the closest thing I got.
Oh wow.
I'm not just gonna be like, okay, yeah, go ahead, take her to the pound. Let the cops come get her. No. So I came and got her. Um, and we had stayed in the hotel for like a week and a few days, and that shit added up. Like that, it's not cheap. You got to pay for the hotel, and then you got to pay for the pet deposits and everything else. Uh, for them to be there. And so Friday, Friday was our checkout. Stop, I can't hear. Friday was our checkout day. So I asked my sister. I went over there like 10 o'clock, and I was like, "Can we stay here until like we have to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning to get to work?" So it's 10 o'clock. We got to leave at 6 by 6. And when we got there, Chance was on the phone and he was like, "No, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't want them staying there, blah, 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 blah." Um, because according to him and well, everybody else, I'm a junk, whatever. I don't care what anybody says about me. I don't, because nobody knows what's going on in my life right now. So I really don't care what anybody says. Um, but like he was like, "My girlfriend's been clean for like 3 years, and I don't want you to fuck that up for her or whatever. But I'm pretty sure that you guys were just using together a month ago. Like, what do you?" Uh, but
Hold on, say that again.
which
What you just said. You kind of went in and out.
the whole
Was
thing?
using a month ago.
Oh, um, I'm pretty sure that they were using together a month ago. I'm pretty sure they were together, and you can kind of just tell, like from one junkie to another, you know, one act to another, because I hate that fucking word. Uh, but that's like the only word that's all I see. All I see every day from people. But um, yeah, so she's been there, and he basically didn't want us there, so we couldn't even spend the night because he didn't want us there. Now we didn't ask to stay for stop. We didn't ask to stay for a month or whatever. We were on the phone. We were talking to Chance, and Chance asked us about the place that we were getting, and we told him that we couldn't move in for a month. We can't stop, Remy. Stop. We can't move in until the end of March. The like middle-ish end of March, like March 20th. Stop. So everybody keeps saying, "Well, you depended on Taylor for years and years," but nobody knows that I left my mom's house when I was like what 17 or 18, and I've been like I was with her for like 5 years, 4 years, 5 years, and I lived with them in Warrenton. So what Taylor did for me was when I got out of prison, I home planned at her house. At her house, I had a room at her house, but I was working, paying rent, I was helping out, I was working 16-hour shifts and then coming home at 6 o'clock in the morning, helping her put her kids on the bus, and then I would go to sleep and wake up by 2:30 when I had to be back at work at 3 and pick the girls up for school or from school. I didn't mind helping her because I lived there. But for everybody to sit there and say, "Well, I need to grow up and take care of myself," I've always worked. Like the longest I haven't had a job was when I was locked up. When I was the longest I've ever had a job, and I've been a CNA since 2015. And literally, that's all I do. So for people to say that, "Oh, you rely on her, you depend on her," Family members live with family members. That doesn't mean that I'm using her because I always paid for my own shit. I took care of myself. Like nobody actually took care of me. And that's what everybody doesn't understand. But that's neither here or there. I don't care what people are saying about that either, really, because at the end of the day, they don't know. They just assume that because I lived there, that she was taking care of.
Oh well. Now, um,
She did. She was there for me, like when I needed her. Like when I was living in St. Louis, and I was having trouble, she would come pick me up, and I would spend a couple nights at her house, and then I would come back.
yeah, that's crazy. Now I'm gonna ask this: why do you think that Taylor is letting Chance control her?
I know why. I know the real reason why. Um, because if we were there, Chance would make her leave.
Hold on, Chance to make who leave?
Chance would make Alyssa leave. And Alyssa is watching her son, and she don't really want to lose her babysitter. I mean, that's what she told me, her exact words. So
Oh wow, that's crazy. Who is their babysitter?
Alyssa watches Mason during the day because even Chance said
Oh
because when we were talking to Chance yesterday on the phone, um he was like, "Why are you whining? Why are you whining?" Uh when we were talking on the phone yesterday with Chance whenever we got there, um he was like, I was like, it's kind of fucked up, that Chance and Alyssa needed somewhere to go, and you literally was like, "Yeah, come here," like that's fine. But when I needed one night, and for the person that just commented and said it wasn't for one night, blah blah blah, yes, it was. If you heard what the fuck I said from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning.
yeah,
So when we leave to go to work, it's not even a whole night. Um, What you probably missed was because whenever we were on the phone with Chance, he asked, when do we move into the place? And we said in about a month. They thought that we wanted to stay there with them for a month. That's not the case. We're about to get another hotel room. So, I mean, we just have to wait to get paid. We both get paid bi-weekly, and it's basically we're living paycheck to paycheck right now, especially with, paying for the hotel. And then we just got a new car too, on top of that. Um, that we have to pay twice a month for, um, and the insurance and everything. So it's not like we're not taking care of things. It's not like we're just like broken shit. It's we're taking care of things and don't have that much left over to to get another hotel room right this second. So,
mm,
and I don't care what anybody says. Everybody in this world has needed help at least once or twice. Even the richest people in the world needs somebody for something, regardless of what it is. Childcare, to go do something for them, to make a move for them, whatever it is.
yeah, that's the fact. That's the truth. Everybody did. Everybody does need help once in a
I
lifetime.
that I asked to stay for a month. I said, Chance asked when we were moving, and I said in a month. I said I asked to stay from 10 o'clock last night till 6 o'clock in the morning. So what are you like? Are you fucking deaf? People hear whatever they want to hear. I swear to God.
Yeah. Now, did you now Sophia? This is where it because I was at work earlier myself, and my wife called me and was like, "Oh yeah, Sophia." I'm like, "Who is Sophia?" And then she was like, "Oh, that's your niece, which is Taylor's daughter." Was in my comments earlier, very inappropriate, and I was like, "Hold on, why would she write underneath that?" And I was like, "Who's giving her that leeway? We're not even giving her the leeway. Who's giving them her their phone to write in the comments, and how is she saying that? She was underneath Catherine's account. How is
Oh,
that even possible?
said I don't know what she said.
There you go, right there. This is Sophia. My mom's and Bobbie's parents are moving currently and live with my mom's other sister.
Oh, well, my mom and my stepdad are living with my sister because their lease was up at their place that they had, and they just bought a house.
Yeah,
Um, they're still cleaning it out, and they got some work that they got to do on it. So they can't move in yet. Um, but yeah, they just bought a house like I'm gonna say 2 or 3 weeks ago. But they're staying with my sister until they move in it.
yeah, that's crazy. It's just crazy. It was just a comment that she wrote underneath when somebody was like, AKA digmatized, and I was like, man, that little girl.
That
That's what I was thinking. Like, I don't know if she can read. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because she's like 12, right?
she's 11.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was saying she's 12, ain't she?
No, she's 11. She just turned 11 yesterday.
Oh well, late happy birthday to her, but yeah, I don't want her seeing that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like she shouldn't be saying that. And whoever phone she using, please don't let her read. I'm saying,
Like, don't get me wrong, I love my sister. I do. And she has helped me in the past, but she didn't like take care of me. She has helped me as I've helped her with a lot.
yeah,
Um, we've helped each other out. And I do love her. I love her to death. But I felt like yesterday, I felt like you have a full house, you know,
yeah,
sh- full house, and we couldn't stay there for a few hours, but you are letting Chance, first of all, the one that has done the most disrespectful shit he can do to you, s- stay there, and then in that his girlfriend's there. I feel like it's very disrespectful. I feel like it's very disrespectful of his girlfriend as well, because why do you feel so comfortable to be at the woman's house that you took her man from?
mm,
Don't I'm not I'm still trying to understand because my sister deserves a lot better. She doesn't deserve to have to see that every day, them cuddling up on her couch and
wow,
shit. She doesn't have she's never gonna heal that way. And I tell her because I love her that I think that it's wrong, and I think that when she first when I first found out that she was there, I was appalled because I'm like, what?
mm,
You're letting that happen? You're so much better than that. You're so much better than that. Because at this point, I feel like also she's rubbing it in her face, like, yeah, I have your baby daddy. You know, like,
yeah, that's crazy shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's just crazy. Now I heard you say he did the worst to Taylor. Has he ever been? Like, has he ever put his hands on Taylor? Like,
no,
oh,
no.
cause that's what I thought I heard you say. It just was going in and out. Now, does your parents help with anything like with them?
What am I jealous of?
You
I
said,
want the best for my sister. I literally want the best for my sister. Why should she have to sit there and be in the woman? Why is that girl in her face after she knows that they were together and she still messaged him? I feel like any woman that messages a man on that type of shit and then gets with him whenever they are actually in a relationship, I feel like they're whores. I feel like it's disgusting, and I feel like it's disrespectful. Like, how can you know that somebody is in a relationship and you still go after them? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That
I'm
got to be.
not jealous. I just don't. I feel like I don't feel. I'm not jealous, but I feel betrayed a little bit because at the end of the day, why is Chance calling shots from the halfway house in a house that's not even his? That house is not in his name. The house is in my sister's name, and
Mm,
he technically isn't even a guest there because he's not there.
mm, that's crazy. Now, I was asking you this. That is it's just crazy, Bobby. I'm not gonna lie. I feel you and your sister's pain. That shit just crazy. Now, I was asking you, do your parents help with anything? Your mom in the bottom of the chat, she said yes, they do help a lot.
Well, I mean, that's not what I heard. So, I mean, if if that was true, then why does she need to be there watching him? If you were helping her watch him, why did Chance tell me on the phone, well, Alyssa watches Mason while Taylor is at work, blah blah blah. And even Taylor told me herself that, she helps her with the house, um, and with the kids and everything. So, I mean, why why does she need to be there doing that if you guys are doing that? I don't know. I don't know. And
That's
that
crazy.
you may be paying rent and helping with the kids, maybe the girls, but I mean, as far as I heard, you're not helping with Mason. So, I mean,
Mm,
the girls are pretty much old enough to where, you know, they don't really need to be like, say, they don't need their diapers changed. They don't need none of that.
mm. Mr. Mason that needs all of that. The girls are old enough to just move around. They can help, if anything. But they're kids. Kids will be kids. But I think if somebody's in the household that's any adult, they should be helping besides Chance girlfriend. Like that's a fact.
And she, you're saying she had you though, Bobby. You should have her. I've always had my sister's back. I've always been there whenever she needed me, you know? So I don't know how I've not had her. And to go this extent, why am I going this extent? Why did she go to that extent to say that no, you can't spend the night here for one night whenever it's 5 degrees outside because you know, Chance don't want that to happen. I'm her sister. I've been here longer for her than Chance has, and I've done more for her than Chance has.
Mm, that's right. I agree 100%.
Then on somebody's video they said that I didn't help with like my dog was there and I didn't help with vet bills and stuff. None of the dogs went to the vet. And the thing is the surgery for like what the dog needed. That puppy that broke its foot was actually in a car accident with Chance. Chance got in a car accident and broke that puppy's foot. And then a few days later, they're running around and animal control um goes to the house that they were like seen going to, the vacant house that they were seen going to. And Alyssa literally said, yeah, take all these dogs. Take all the dogs.
Wow, that's crazy.
And then whenever Chance went to jail, Alyssa had her ex-boyfriend come pick her up and then stayed with him. And then whenever Chance got out of jail, I think she had her mom or something drop her back off with him. But I don't know. I just don't. This whole thing is just. is weird. And
Yeah.
I'm not
It
exposing.
sounds like you defending the Taylor. To be honest with you, I'm just
First
being
of all,
honest.
yeah, first of all, I'm not exposing my sister. I was mad last night that she like was like, no, you can't be here for one night over Chance and his girlfriend. But basically, what they said was because you're an addict. Okay, Chance is an addict, Alyssa is an addict, but they're there. So what's the difference besides that I'm your sister? You know? So I'm not exposing her. I'm just simply saying I feel betrayed because at the end of the day, I didn't do anything to her. I haven't done anything to her at all. But
Yeah.
but I have a good friend that, is letting us stay here for a couple days until we go back to the hotel. Um, and I can be here. So I nobody knows really that I sacrificed my place to live so that I could have my dog because my dog is more important to me. And people are like, well, it's just a dog. It's just a dog. Well, I'm sorry that you would give up your animals that are so loyal to you and love you for stupid reasons.
Yeah, the reason why I'm saying it sounds like you're defending her, like, is because of what you're saying. You're not just bashing your own sister. Like, you're not bashing her. You're saying like, my sister going through some shit, and she's basically depressed, and she's just doing whatever to make other people happy. Like, she's being a nice person, but that nice shit goes too far, and then she kicking me to the curb, and
Well,
and
I'm not my sister. I'm not trying to expose my sister or none of that. I just think it's really fucked. I think that the circumstances are fucked up
yeah.
because last night, it was so late, so we couldn't even really figure out like where we were gonna go because it was so late. It was already almost 11 o'clock when we left. Um, so we ended up just sleeping in our car last night. I mean,
Wow.
nothing, you know, but it was so cold. We woke up like every 20 minutes, turning the heat on and then keeping it on for like an hour and then turning it back off and just whatever. Um, one of my friends, you know, was like, you can come here with your dog until, you know, payday so we can go back to the hotel. Yeah, Chance to break her. And that's what I'm saying. Like, he has done so much to her. He rubbed it in her face like, I don't know if you guys seen that episode, the last episode where he was like, he was describing the way he was fucking somebody. And you don't do that. You don't, well, I was fucking her this way and that way, but was thinking about you. Like, what are you?
Oh no.
That's sick. That's some sick shit. And I don't know. He's done a lot to her. Um, I don't think he's ever done anything positive for her, and I hate that for her. I really do because at the end of the day, I don't want nothing bad for my sister. I want the best for her, honestly. And I want her to be happy and I want her to be able to heal and I want her to move on with her life. And with Chance and his girlfriend still being there, my sister, she has to watch them, you know, being together and, the things that they were doing together, now they're doing together, but in her face, and I don't really think that's fair to her. I don't think it's fair to her at all. And I don't think that that girl should feel comfortable enough to be like, yeah, I'm in this woman's house and you know, I'm fucking the guy that cheated on her with me, or cheated on her with me. I don't think that's right. I think as a female, I think that's very disgusting and I feel like it's very low. And I feel like whenever, they do finally leave, I feel like that's where my sister will be able to heal. And then maybe she'll be like, yeah, it was really fucked up that I let them come. I don't know why I did that. I don't know. But I do know that she just likes to help people, you know.
Yeah.
So she didn't want to see Chance go back to prison because that's where he was going if he didn't house arrest at her house. So she didn't want to see him go back to prison. So she,
That's crazy.
but it's one thing to have him there, and it's another thing to have him and her there. And I don't think that I just wish that at that point that she would have said no, she cannot come. You can come if this is what she really wanted. You can come and do your house arrest here, but she's got to figure it out on her own. She can't be here. I wish in the beginning she would have done that because it's just it's disrespectful to her, and she doesn't even understand how disrespectful it is at this point. She she really doesn't, and it's just because she's a nice person, and you know, and what I would have said, uh, what I would have said was, you can do your house arrest here, um, and he said, well, Alyssa has to come too. Then I would have said, okay, well then you can go do your house arrest somewhere else.
Wow. Now, baby girl Dixon did ask a question in the bottom of the comments that everybody do want to know. And there's one more question somebody put down there. I'm gonna put up in a minute. They said we want to know if the dude that Chant cheated with was Bobo or Bobo. Does Bobbie know who paid his bond? Do Bobbie know who paid his bond?
Um, no, the guy, um, well, which guy?
I think Bobo. There we go, Bobo. He the one that was choking Chance like he was he was choking him up against the wall and stuff. I had his hand up against him or something like that on the show. And he was like, they was on the phone or something like that. He was like, "You owe me some money." He was tripping on Chance.
Oh, no, I don't think that that's the guy. I thought you guys meant like the guy that he was texting.
Yeah,
I
nobody has seen him. Nobody seen the guy he was texting.
don't know. Well, I don't know who the actual guy was that um he actually. I don't know who it was, to be honest.
Now this is another question because according to Amber asked it down there, she said, when Chance told you about that time Taylor was reaching out to her ex and blamed Bobbie that time on your IG live with him, does Bobbie know Taylor was blaming Bobbie for that? Yeah, that he was blaming you on the live. I'm not gonna lie, he was like blaming you a lot, saying stuff
Uh,
about you. He was
what?
basically saying that you was reaching out to your ex, to her ex, the time Taylor was reaching out to her ex and blamed Bobbie. That time you were on IG Live, she was like saying that you was on drugs, like and stuff like that.
Oh, um, no, no. But Taylor already talked to him about that. Taylor actually didn't really try to. I don't remember what it was. I think it was over the dog. I think it was over the dog that they had. I think is why she messaged him.
Mm,
But whenever she messaged him when he was in jail, um, he messaged her first, and she was actually. I don't know why he got mad, but I guess everybody really read the message or whatever. Taylor was actually just telling him like, I'm happy with Chance, and telling him what they had going on. Tried to Taylor's never flirtatious with anyone. Taylor's never cheated on him. Taylor's never done anything dirty to him. She's never done anything wrong. like trying to say that, oh, she cheated on him, and no, she didn't. Taylor has never cheated on him. Taylor has never cheated on anybody. So I mean, I mean, if some say that to that she reached somebody else, but that's not even how it was not, that was inappropriate, or she was basically just bragging about him. So, no, Taylor didn't play his part.
Okay, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Now, I wanted to ask this question because I know you're in a relationship, and I see. Sounds like to me you guys are just, going through rock bottom right now. But like with you and your relationship, are you guys still engaged?
Yeah, we're doing good actually. We have a lot of things in the works. We just got a new car like a couple weeks ago. We're getting ready to move uh, into a place. We have my dog, and I'm so grateful for him because he's such a good guy. Like he literally doesn't have to be in this predicament with me, but he knows how much I care about my dog. He knows how much I care about my dog, and he loves my dog. He like, and my dog loves him a lot.
That's
He
dope.
um he chose um because he where we were at, we left, and because we left, we can't go back. And he knew that. He knew that if he left, we couldn't go back. But he left with me, even though he didn't really have to. He left with me and got put himself in the situation with me because he knows how much I care about my dog, and he knows that I didn't want her to go to the pound or anything. She's not a pound dog. I've had her all her life. She actually has separation anxiety issues.
Mm,
Um, if we leave her for like 1 second,
that's why she was doing that just now on that
I
on the
can't hear you.
live. Like, no, I said that's why she was doing that on the live, like whining and stuff and barking for you. Can you hear me?
She's so cute. Somebody's trying to call me and I can't answer.
I decline the call because if you answer it, you're not gonna be able to hear me after that.
Oh, why is this?
I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Your phone was gonna blow up. But
Okay,
now
I can't hear you.
click you probably gotta click out and come back in the same way I showed you how to come in. Cause when somebody calling you, it's gonna do that.
Oh, I kind of like heard you a little bit,
Can you hear me now?
barely.
Yeah, you probably gotta go out and come back in. Just do it the
Okay,
same way I showed you how to do it, and he'll bring you back up.
okay.
Thank you guys for having patience. I know her audio is kind of going in and out. That StreamYard does that with the phones and stuff, but you'll be able to hear everything when it uploads and stuff like that. Thank you guys for being really patient, and hit the thumbs up in the bottom of the chat. I'm in the on this video on this live. Appreciate it a lot. We're getting to the bottom of things. We're gonna figure this out, and I'm not gonna hold Bobbie too long because I know she got work in the morning. But it's like one more question I gotta ask her, and then we're gonna be up out of here. But yeah, thank you guys.
Okay, I hear you again.
Last question I have.
I gotta put on the charger.
Yeah, because I know this stream y'all to eat your battery up real quick.
Yeah, look at my baby.
That's a German Shepherd, right? Yep,
Yeah,
the cute
she got.
German Shepherd. Yeah, yeah. That's why that dog. That's why that dog. That's why she was doing that. Like when she went in the room, she started whining to get to you and barking.
Yeah, she's very protective. Like anytime like we're out somewhere and I have her on her leash or something, and somebody like walks up close to me or behind me or anything, she'll immediately like stand in between us and start growling.
Yeah, that dog ain't no joke. That dog love y'all. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
me and my boyfriend, like if we kiss or something or we hug or something or we're holding each other, she'll jump up right in between us and squeeze her body in between us. And then if she sees us like start kissing, just start kissing both of us.
Yeah. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I'm trying to get this off. Okay,
Now,
no, I'm not.
I'm gonna just ask this question. Hopefully, you can hear me. You can hear me, Bobby?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask this question. Now, there are rumors that you were asking fans for cash apps. Is that any truth? Is there any truth to it?
The okay, so like people that ask was people that I actually like talked to often. It's not like I just, oh, let me click on this person's profile and be like, hey, you know, and
Yeah.
like that was whenever, and that hasn't even been for like months and months. And that was whenever um I had lost my job. And I think, and there was literally people that like, my God, stop calling me. There was literally people that were like messaging me and was like, "What's your cash app?" and was sending me money on their own. But yeah, I did ask a couple people, but it was people that I talked to. It wasn't just, let me click on this profile and just say, "Hey, can you cash at me?" Like, no.
Yeah. I'm glad you
But
explained that because people wanted to know that.
but I don't even have a problem like admitting to that because like I said, everybody needs help once in a while, you know?
Thanks.
And there was a lot of things that I haven't taken care of that I finally have gotten taken care of. Like um some shit, some uh law shit that I had that I, you know, finally got taken care of. So and what did I just say?
Love bomb. She's addicted to him. Oh, that Taylor's chasing a love bomb.
I don't think that Taylor's addicted to him. I think that she's just trying to help. She's trying to be the better person and she's trying to help him because she knows that he's fucked up and has his issues and needs help and everything. So I don't think that she's addicted to him. I think that I mean I'm sure that she still cares about him. I'm sure that she probably still loves him, but I don't think that she's at the point to where she wants to be with him. My sister does not want to be with Chance. He's already fucked that up for her or for himself. If he ever would want to get back with her, she wouldn't do it.
Wow, this is crazy. Wow. So Taylor's been by herself. She's still single. Like she's not out there with nobody else. Is she talking to anybody?
Um, I don't know if she's talking to anybody or not. I know that she went on a date, um, maybe 2 weeks ago or something. Um, but I don't think that she's is talking to somebody, nothing serious. I think right now she's just trying to get caught back up on everything that, has gotten messed up. She's working, you know, she's catching back up on her bills and stuff that had gotten, you know, I get she's trying to get out of debt that she was put into. So I
Yeah.
think right now that's all she's really worried about. She's not really worried about finding another guy to be with. She's just trying to get her life back, I guess.
Yeah. Uh, it- I appreciate you though, Bobby, for coming up here and speaking your truth on the situation, and actually, just speaking on everything and keeping it real. We really appreciate it a lot.
Yeah,
And
there was just some things that I needed to clear up because I'm reading the comments, and people will literally like they will literally stop telling your sister's business to the world. Not a good look, regardless of how you feel. How about this? How about, since everybody wants to say stop telling your sister's world to the your sister's business to the world? How about this? When we first started the show, do you think, was I the one that came out and told everybody that I was an addict? Am I the one that told everybody
mm,
about my past and everything that I've been through? No. How did production team know all of that? Because my sister, she made it to where everybody in the world knows about, my past and everything. So, I mean,
mm,
I'm not even really telling her business. It's facts. It's facts. Alyssa's there. It's facts. Any way that you look at it. I'm not bashing her. I'm not talking shit. Why is it talking shit if it's the truth?
mm, mm.
Why?
So yeah, and I'm gonna ask you one more question, and then I'm gonna let you say all what you have to say. Um, so your mom and your dad, they cool with Chance's girl? Are they cool with Chance too?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think my dad really likes him much, but I think that they tolerate him. I don't know. That would be a question for my dad. He's on here. I would ask him, Dad, do you like Chance and his girlfriend? I
'Cause I
don't
think
know.
your mom said that she was cool with old girl. She
You
was
said what?
Your mom wrote in the bottom of the chat. She cool with old girl. They watch Mason together. They watch the kids together.
Yeah.
Is she even paying rent?
No, she's not working. She's babysitting.
Oh yeah. Oh, basically, they probably gonna break her. No, I don't know. Let me be quiet because hopefully not. They just let her babysit.
Yeah, no, she's not working or nothing right now. But she is helping Taylor out babysitting and stuff. So I mean, I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna just say this. I appreciate you for coming on. Now, this is where I give the person that I'm interviewing as is you. So you can say whatever you want to say and you can clear up anything that you had to clear up. You can go ahead and get it out right now. And the floor is on you, Bobby. I'm gonna go
Okay.
on mute.
So a lot of people are literally thinking that I'm like bashing my sister right now, or I'm putting her business out there, or whatever it may be. I'm not trying to bash my. I love my sister. I love my sister to death. But I mean, we're still family. We go through things. Every family goes through things. You know, it's just people. Everybody vents on Facebook. I was really hurt last night because it's like, okay, people don't understand how I feel. I guess they think, well, you should just grow up and grow a pair or whatever. I don't care. But at the end of the day, I feel like I was betrayed. So yeah, I vented on Facebook. Oh well, so what? Everybody fucking vents. Who fucking cares? Right? But at the end of the day, I do love my sister. I do appreciate my sister for everything that she's done for me. I appreciate her for, watching my dog for me, um, making it possible to where I could get her back and, she didn't have to, I didn't have to get rid of her, you know. Um, so like I do appreciate, the things that she has done for me. And I do love my sister, but at the end of the day, I feel like she's being played with in her face by people, and she doesn't really deserve that from, you know, the point being of the whole rubbing his girlfriend in her face thing, and her feeling like, haha, it's kind of like it's giving Alyssa some type of like power because she's in your house, in your face, and when Chance was there, one day I went over there and they were cuddling up together on the couch. Why should my sister have to walk out and see that? You know, it's disrespectful. I don't like that for her. I want the best for her. I want her to be able to heal. I want her to, you know, move on in her life with her kids and, you know, not really be disrespected like that with the whole Chance and Alyssa thing. And another thing is, I feel like Chance shouldn't be calling shots from a fucking halfway house. Like, he doesn't even own anything in that house. Nothing. He fucked her house up, actually. My sister's house was so beautiful when she first moved in, and it don't even look like the same house. He literally fucked it up. So, I mean, he hasn't done anything positive for her. The only thing that was positive, and everybody can disagree with me, oh, why'd she have a baby with him so soon? And blah, blah, blah. Mason is a blessing. Mason is a
Facts.
good baby. He's adorable. He's a sweetheart, you know? And I mean, he's a big blessing, and that's probably the best thing that has came out of Taylor and Chance's relationship. So, I mean, that's how I feel about that.
Well, thank you so much, Bobbie, for letting everybody know. And I appreciate you so much for just being up here. But now it sounds like to me you're sick. Are you under the weather just from being in a car from last night a little bit?
Yeah, my nose has been like stuffed up and everything. My throat's been a little sore, but I mean,
Yeah. It'll be all right. It'll get better. It'll only get better. You just gotta hang in there.
yeah, I'm usually only like sick for like 2 days.
Oh wow. Well, hopefully everything works out. And I'll shoot you my number after this, and check up on you here and there and stuff. Make sure you're doing all right. Stuff like that. And we're gonna keep you in prayers, you and your boyfriend and the dog too as well. Keep you in prayers and hopefully in high hopes. But you guys, this is it for this interview. Hit the thumbs up on this video. Keep the comments going down at the bottom below. Tell me what you guys think about this whole entire interview. I think it was a good. I think it was great. And, I like to do this thing with the people at the bottom of the chat, Bobbie. I piece these people out and I do it with the host that's on the show with me. But on the count of three, we're gonna piece these people out, all right? Bobbie, you can hit me?
Hello?
Yeah, I knew something had happened. Wait, can you hear me?
Hello?
Tell her to click out and come back in. Matter of fact, we just gonna tell her we just gonna piece the people out. I don't think she can hear me. She was getting phone calls and stuff. Bobbie, Bobbie,
Can you
can
hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, say bye to him. Oh, you're
Yeah,
getting off?
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
All right, so on the count of three, we're gonna piece these people out. One, two, three. Peace and love, y'all. Peace. Audio went out. Yeah.